Yesterday saw a World Cup win for Northern Ireland in the darts. Northern Ireland won the World Cup of darts the first time with an epic victory over Wales in a last leg decider. Daryl Gurney and Josh Rupp were the two Northern Ireland stars who downed Gerwyn Price and Johnny Clayton in Frankfurt. Joining us now, voice of darts. I think he's one of your mates as well, is he, Lee? Good morning, Russ Bray. Morning, Russ.
Morning, Russ.
Yeah, morning, Kev.
Morning, Russ.
How are you, boys?
Yeah, good, mate. It's a long time since we spoke, Russ. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
How are the tonsils?
Yeah, still there. Still got them. They're still rattling about every now and again. Not so much these days.
Brilliant. You'd have enjoyed that win last night for Northern Ireland, would you? What a match it was.
I was very fortunate. I was right at the back of the stadium there and doing other things, but the noise and the crescendo was amazing. But the match itself was absolutely sensational. It's certainly been the best World Cup that we've ever had, I want to say.
Yeah. I never thought the World Cup would take off, boys and darts. I'll be absolutely honest. I mean, I love my darts, as Russ knows, but I never thought it would take off, but it really has, hasn't it? But tell me, Luke Littler and Luke Humphries, come on. They've gone there. Absolute certainties to win the World Cup for England. What happened?
Definitely not certainties. What you had to look at when you look at Josh Rock and Daryl Gurney, the two boys played as a team. Literally, if Rock was doing all the scoring, power scoring, Gurney was finishing it up. With the two Lukes, they sort of to me, they look like rabbits in headlights. They just couldn't get their game going at all. And if one's doing it, they were under a lot of pressure, I think, because of the hype. World number one, number two, like you said there, Jeff. They're going to win. No one can touch them. And I just thought that caught up with them a little bit, really. And they're both very much individual players. I know dart players are, but they're very much individual.
We know what's happened, Russ. We know what's happened. We've seen Rory win the Masters and then sort of light a cigar up. They've got an MBE. The pair of them have got an MBE and started reading their own publicity. Relaxed and got spanked.
I'm probably not on that one, Dane. I wouldn't have said that. As I say, it's a matter of playing. You know full well yourself, Dane, playing as a team. Lee will know that, playing pairs and God knows what else in Ryder Cups and things like that. It's very much different being an individual going out on your own than it is playing as a team.
Yeah, is that right, Lee?
The mindset.
Yeah, it's a different pressure, isn't it? It's the expectation as well. You're massive favourites, but that adds more pressure and the expectation to perform. And like you say, Ross, the individual nature of darts, it's tough to come together against somebody that you're trying to beat for the rest of the year round.
Yeah, of course, and of course you've got the other aspects of that. They're rhythm players. The two Lukes are very much rhythm players, boom, boom, boom. But they're out of rhythm because they're not following the next player. They throw their three darts. They've got to wait for another six before they go back on again. Do you know what I mean? So there's lots and lots of things involved in that. And I've got to be honest with you, I didn't put Irish boys as winning it. I really didn't. But I honestly didn't expect England to either, if I'm being honest.
Really? That's
just solely on that. Yeah, solely on that. I thought Pricey and Johnny Clayton, I thought they were going to be the ones to win it. Alongside Scotland, would you believe, who got absolutely blasted out of the sight by the Germans.
I wondered, Russ, I did wonder, I have to be honest, whose bright idea it was that a tournament in Germany that the England boys should walk out to the England World Cup anthem, Vindaloo. I mean, if there wasn't pressure, they're getting booed by the German fans,
Exactly.
It's not the best idea, is it?
No, at least we got in the final, Wales. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. As I say, I've got to be honest with you, Dane, I honestly thought that the two boys would have played that, would have won the title again. But how the Irish boys held it together. 11 darter in the very, very last leg to win it. Well, that was Roy the Rover stuff.
Yeah, we go back a long way, Russ. Are you surprised at the way darts has just exploded?
Am I ever, Jeff? I'll tell you. Like you say, in our day when we was, all the Blackpools and islands and things like that. it was sort of very minimal. Now it really is the biggest exploding sport on the planet. I'm very lucky. I still do the Asian tour, so I'm out in Asia every 5 minutes. And when you start seeing like the guys from Hong Kong coming in the last 8, the boys from Malaysia, the boys from the Philippines, last 16 of this, it's the whole game has gone so worldwide. It's really brought it all together. It's brilliant now. There is no outright winners anymore. Certainly like that, where you can turn around and say, right, Phil Taylor's going to win it, no two ways about it. Back in the 80s, Bristow's going to win it, no two ways about it. That isn't happening anymore. It's too big, too strong in depth now.
I mean, we all know it. If Dino had had more time to practice, he could have been a contender. But
they can't keep ignoring me, Russ. Got beat again, yesterday.
What about you, Lee? Are you a fan? Do you get a chance to watch the darts?
Yeah, I love it. I've been a couple of times to the World Darts just before Christmas, and it's an incredible atmosphere there.
Yeah.
Bumped into us there.
Yeah, we did. We met up a few years back, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
You any good, Lee?
No, terrible. I actually got an invite to go on stage before everything happened, and I kind of chickened out a bit.
You think you'd be good, like putting and throwing a dart? It's like
they're very similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Have you seen me pop?
So, Russ, how's Luke Littler coping with the pressure of it all? Because, whenever there's a tournament now, he's the headline maker all of the time. So there's a lot of weight on a very young pair of shoulders.
You ain't kidding. Too right. I've turned around and said, Luke will prove his worth in 2 to 3 years. And the reason I say that is for the first 2 years, you're defending no money, nothing at all. Everything you make goes on your rankings, so you've got to shoot up the rankings. Now, after next year, when he has to start defending the money that he's earned from the 2 years previous, that's when you see how good you are and how strong you are and how well you stay up in the top echelon. It's he'll be defending in 2 years' time £500,000 in the fight. What would be £1 million hopefully this year, but £500,000 he'll be defending. Similarly with Luke Humphries, he'll be doing the same. So it's a tough call now. Now is the pressure for him, and it's a different type of pressure as well. He had nothing to lose. He can go up there, win. Now he's got to start defending, and when he starts defending, that's when the extra pressure comes on, because I've got to win this, otherwise I'm going to be not world number 1, I'm going to be world number 3, world number 4. Look at Michael Smith, riding the crest of the wave. He's at the top, down by the top 30 on now, I think.
Russ, it's great to see you again. Great to hear you again as well. It's always great to hear you.
Cheers, Jeff.
Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Lee. Thanks, Dean. Cheers, guys.
By the way, Luke Humphries is playing in the Live UK Pro-Am next month. Did you know that?
He is. He's coming along with our team, the Majestics. Yeah.
Is he?
I think he's going to throw a few arrows as well in the pub that we've got on the side of one of the greens.
He's going to play golf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his handicap? Did you know? No?
I've got no idea.
Let's hope he's playing off an honest one, not like you.
Oh,
yeah. I tell you what,
I've got the 20 quid in my pocket. Rule number 1.
He is... one thing about Luke Humphries, he's, I think, incredibly level-headed, incredibly calm, So he's the sort of guy to make a decent golfer, I think.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.